Hey y'all, welcome back to our channel. I'm Krista and this is Krista's Kitchen, and today for y'all we'll have some stuffed Mexican cornbread. Now this is a very simple throw together recipe. Doesn't take very long at all to get in the oven and get to the table, but we had some leftover Jiffy Cornbread mix from Thanksgiving, so we're going to make some stuffed Mexican cornbread and just use that all up. So we'll meet y'all at the stove and show you how. Alright y'all, so we've got our oil heating up in the pan. It's just a couple tablespoons of olive oil. And we're going to toss in one medium yellow onion and a bell pepper diced up. I'm going to get this in the pan softening up. That's a step. You can use whatever kind of bell pepper you like. While that's going, we're going to go ahead and get our cornbread mix going. So we're just going to let this soften up. And like I said, we're using some Jiffy Cornbread mix or corn muffin mix. And we're just going to follow the package directions. We're going to use 2 packages of it. And I like to get this going as soon as I put everything in the pot to cook, because then the cornbread will really soak up this milk. Everything will be nice and soft. Now you can make from scratch cornbread as well. This just saves you a step. And cornbread from scratch is not hard at all. Just a few extra ingredients, some extra salt and sugar and stuff. So we've got both of our boxes of cornbread. And then we're going to pour in 2/3 of a cup of milk and crack 2 eggs. We just want to mix it until it's all together and let it sit. Like I said, it's super easy. It comes together very quick, and it only takes about 20 minutes to cook all the way through. So this could even be a weeknight meal that you get on the table after work or after school. Just make sure you get your big lumps out of it. Alright, so we're going to let that sit for a few minutes and just get nice and soaked together and soft, and we'll give it another stir or 2 before we pour it in the pan. I'm going to stir this around. They're starting to get softened. And you see, I like to multitask, have multiple things going at once. The oven's also already preheating to 400. That way when we're ready for here, we'll pour it in the pan and go straight to the oven. We've got a little piece of the end of the onion. Pull that out. There we go. Alright. We're going to open up our ground meat. So far we've got in the pan 1 medium yellow onion, 1 diced bell pepper, just any color of your choice. This is what we had on hand, so this is what's going in. And then we're going to add in a pound of ground beef. Now, if you prefer ground pork, you can use ground pork here as well. You'll just, depending on the fat level in your meat, you may have to add some more seasoning. So, we're going to pour in our pound of ground meat and get this cooking up. Now, if you have the little mix-in chops or anything like that, this would be a good time to use it too. If I had used it from the start, I would, but I don't like washing multiple dishes. As much as I love to cook, I hate washing dishes. We just have this on a medium heat right now. We're trying to break up these large chunks. We're going to let that cook for a few minutes. Okay, y'all, so our meat is just about done. So we're going to add in a packet of taco seasoning mix. We just want to get this all mixed around. Now that will pull some of those juices together also. If you're using the taco seasoning packet, it just really draws in those juices and makes a nice little paste. Now that we've got that pretty mixed around evenly, one little spot, we're going to add in 1 can of original or mild rotel. And I do not drain my rotel. I use the juice to add more flavor. So we're going to turn this down to low and keep it on. I'm going to add in a whole can of rotel. Now, if you don't like spice, this isn't spicy to me, but if you really don't like spice, you can add in just some diced tomatoes instead of the rotel, and that will cut down on some of the heat. Now, if you're doing tomatoes instead of rotel, just make sure you use petite diced tomatoes so that you don't have those large chunks. Next, we're going to add in about 1/2 can of whole kernel corn. If you have cream corn, you can use that as well. You just won't have the large chunks of corn. And about 1/2 can of drained and rinsed black beans. Now, I tend to use a little more than 1/2 can just because I really like the black beans. And get that all mixed around. This is back to one of those one pot dishes. It goes into another pan. I guess we could say one pan dish, since it all comes together in one pan instead of a pot. So we've got that mixed around. Now, just to add a little bit of nutrients, you can skip this step if you like, but I have some quite a bit of spinach in the fridge, so I'm going to add in a little bit of spinach and let it cook down. We're not going to really taste it, but it'll add some extra nutrients to this dish, since there's not a whole lot of, this isn't necessarily the healthiest dish to have. I'm going to take some of these stemmy pieces off. And this is just some baby spinach that I'm going to toss in and let it cook down for a few minutes. Alright, y'all, so you see that our spinach wilted down, and we had 3 or 4 huge handfuls full, and it wilted down to just about nothing, but it packs a little bit more nutrients in for us, and that's what I'm trying to do. I know that it's not the healthiest meal, but I want to try and add nutrients where we can. So I'm going to turn this off. Now, we had our cornbread that we had already set to the side. We're going to go ahead and pull that out now. And scoot this over just so it stops cooking. But we have our cornbread that's been softening. To the actual cornbread, I'm going to add about a cup of cheese. Now you can use whatever type of cheese you like. Pepper jack cheese is really good in this. But right now I have the Mexican style, and we have a little bit of mild cheddar. If it was just me and Michael eating the cornbread, then we would do pepper jack. But to cut down on spice for the kiddos, I'm going to pour it straight in and add just a cheesy layer of flavor to this. Now I'm going to pull the pan over that we're going to put in. And this is just a stoneware pan by Pampered Chef. You can use just a regular 9x13 pan, or you can even use a cast iron skillet. Those work really well. Just remember to preheat your cast iron in the oven. But just going to spray it very liberally because the cornbread does like to stick, especially with the cheese in it. We're going to pour about half of our cornbread mixture into the bottom of this. And spread it out. I forgot I doubled the recipe, but I didn't double the cornbread. So we're going to have to make another double batch. That's okay. I have plenty of cornbread I can use. So we're going to pour the full 2 boxes in the bottom of this and get our meat mixture right on top. And we're going to let our next batch of cornbread, we'll go the top layer. I'm going to pull it right next to it. And this just spoons literally right on top, juices and everything. Now ideally we would have made all 4 boxes of our cornbread mix ahead of time and let it sit, but it will work the same just like this. We're going to let it sit for just a second, but I'm going to add about a cup of cheese to this mixture also. Now if you don't need this large size, you can always cut it in half, which is what we normally do, but again, I was trying to make a large portion. We're going to need the extra for extra kiddos, but you can just use a small 8x8 pan and the half portion will work as well. So we have about a cup of cheese that we just poured in. We're just going to pour this straight over the top of our mixture and just spread it out. Now I love cheese, so of course I sprinkle even more on the top as well. And like I said, I just used regular cheddar today, but if you like a little bit of spice or that tartness, I love putting pepper jack in this. And there we go. We're going to get it in the oven at 400 for about 15 to 20 minutes. We'll check it along the way to make sure it's cooking through, but these are very thin layers of cornbread, so it's not going to take long at all to cook. But we'll see y'all back in about 15-20 minutes. And so our cornbread, our stuffed cornbread is out of the oven. Now, it took about 25 minutes total for this, and I actually walked away and forgot it, so it got a little brown on the top. That's okay. But very, very packed cornbread. You see we've got our meat, our spinach, tomatoes, black beans, and our corn all with them. Just put a little side of sour cream, but I'm going to taste it and see how it turned out this time. So you get that sweetness all the way through with our crunchy layers, the softness and everything works so well together. Quick meal to throw together. Very easy, very hearty. You can see large portion sizes. So it'll make a lot for not very much at all. This meal probably costs, if I'm overestimating, $20, but maybe 15, 10, 15. The most expensive thing was the ground meat. But hopefully you'll give it a try and tell me what you think of it. Thank y'all for joining us, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye.